This is finally time for the advanced button section of Obby Creator High School. And we're going to start over at lesson 1 and go over button basics. Okay, this is going to be relatively easy to explain. Basically, we go into the ad, and if I get a button, which is in the advanced section, and you go into button, this thing, okay, basically, you place it down, there is a properties thing for it, but it has a behavior section. And in this behavior section, there is a lot of complicated stuff. So I'll go over things just slowly. First is activate for others. If you want it to be like a multiplayer game, I would say just put this on true. But if it's like a randomized multiplayer game, only have one button for activate for others, and the others just like, I don't know what to call it, but you have to make it so that the randomizers are just there for everyone. So I would say just don't touch on this yet if you're trying to make like a multiplayer game. I'll get to that later for just multiplayer options. And this tutorial series is gonna be very long, so I hope you guys don't really get lost or somewhere. Next, we have button type. So this thing mainly just determines whether the button, what action the button does when pressed or touched or whatever, So first we have activate parts, which just activates a moving or spinning part. I'll get to those later on in different episodes, probably next episode. So I'll go over buttons this episode and other stuff next episode. Next, we have make objects invisible. Basically, if you touch the button, one object or one part is going to be invisible. Next, we have reset moving parts. So if a moving part had moved somewhere else, then this would reset it to its original position, just making it easy for obbies and such that have moving parts. Next, we have reset push blocks. This resets a push block, so I don't know. I'll do an example. So if a push block fell, it's not going to get back up. So if you reset it, it will go back to its spawn location. Something like that. And then we have make objects invisible. Basically, just make an invisible and non-collidable object just visible again. Okay. Next, we have button activation type. For this one, you can put all or random. Random is for randomizers. You don't have to build your own randomizer since there's just this option here. And all just for example, you make all parts invisible and not a specific part. This will be useful for more advanced button coding stuff. Okay, now we have time. Basically, it determines the time your object is invisible or something like that. Time is not available for reset or the activate because it just doesn't need time. It just does it. Next, we have click radius. This is if you want your players to actually be able to click on a button, but if they do that, they cannot touch the button. Clicking is pretty good for I don't know, find the, and then you put some object there games, since you can just click on something and then it just makes the, I don't know, for example, an egg. It makes the egg disappear, and then it also makes, well, you need a button mechanic for that, but you can make a lot of different stuff with the time, with the click thing. You can make shooting enemies, stuff like that. And yeah. Next is a player activated. This is to determine what activates the button, whether a player activates it or a push block or both, which is pretty nice. And then we have modify effects. So let's say you have fire or a text. Then you can press the modify effects thing, and then if you want to get rid of a text, you can turn that on, and then make the the part with the text on it invisible. Then the text will also go invisible. And then finally is the objects. Before doing all of like the fancy stuff up here, you have to actually like select an object. So for example, I want to select, I don't know, let's say the L in lesson. I can press confirm, and then I can make something like make objects invisible, and then time is like, I don't know, like 3 seconds. Then if I put something like this, it will be, oh yeah, there's also like a line just going towards the thing it is connected to. It also appears on the parts that have a button connected to it. It's like yellow. But basically it's like that. And if I press it, you can see that there is a timer shown. You can like disable that through like a setting, but like since I'm touching it, there is a timer shown. So that happens and the L is invisible. And there you have it. That's basically how to use buttons. And I hope this tutorial helped. It's basically the basics of buttons. You can do a lot of different stuff, so just play around for now. And yeah, I'm also sorry for like not posting like 2 days ago, since I was busy speedrunning Doors, and I'll just say that it didn't go exactly that well, but I still got like, I don't know, like some experience from it, and it just makes speedrunning more fun and easier. So that is basically it for this tutorial, and goodbye and stay safe. Bye!